Hey folks, welcome back to Monday Night Multiplayer Solitaire. Sorry for the delay, I had some busy weeks. My name is Chris and today we're gonna play Circus Train by Victory Point Games. So, we're ready for our solo game of Circus Train. I know that marker is usually not used in these games, but yeah, I use it instead of all of the money chits because it basically does the same thing but is more convenient to me. So, I've already set up the board, picked another, let's say, 2 acrobats as my starting performers before I set up all of this. Yeah, chose my starting spot afterwards, which was the best thing I could do, probably, with what I was dealt. Yeah, we've got 2 points over here in Omaha, and in Des Moines there's a clown, some acrobats, and Ringmaster Ronald, who makes either clowns or acrobats famous. That's what he does, yeah. Here's an opportunity for a show in Peoria, another point in Indianapolis, a clown and some wild animals in Columbus, Ohio, and here right below that in Cincinnati there's Smuggler Sam. He can either enhance your reputation or give you 1 counter without having to roll for it once, plus an opportunity to perform. There's another opportunity over here in New York, and then some horses and some wildcats over in Boston, which doesn't help me in the slightest. I need to get some money to pay my stuff. So I thought I'd start over here in Winnipeg and try to get Ringmaster Ronald, pick up these points in Omaha, and then perform in Peoria. And yeah, something stupid is probably going to happen along the way. So let's find out what. Okay, so I thought about resting on my first turn because I could take another acrobat or another clown up here. And yeah, I would have to roll for Ringmaster Ronald in order to get him. And I would have to roll a 1 to 5 at the moment. And what if that fails? So I guess I'm gonna rest for my first action and just increase my reputation. So I just can't fail at rolling to get my hands on Ringmaster Ronald. Okay, and here's something that I will probably forget all of the time. Let's advance the round tracker. Always think to advance. Remember to advance the round tracker. Okay. Let's just continue with the second round. Okay, I want to go to Des Moines. I want to have Ringmaster Ronald and perhaps also take those 2. Yeah, well, why not? Let's just make overnight transit, 2 cities, and or perform higher. Sounds like I want to do all of those. So let's move down to Des Moines. I'm not gonna make engine noises, perhaps I should. And before anything else happens, I can roll to hire Ringmaster Ronald, but if I roll a 1 to 6, I achieve that. So he's with me now, making my clowns and or, not and or, clowns or acrobats famous. So I guess I really need any more clowns, but I want to create new opportunities. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna now hire both of those. Don't need to roll. So I've got 3 acrobats, which is famous acrobats, and 2 clowns, which isn't that famous, but Ringmaster Ronald takes care of this. So that's great. And now we're gonna refill the board. There's a spot for 1 additional opportunity, and it's gonna be in New Haven, Connecticut, I guess. Another firm in American states. And it's an opportunity to perform. That's good. Okay, week 3. Yeah, I just wanted to pick those 2 points in Omaha because 2 points is actually 10 coins, 10 money, which is something I can use, I guess. So let's just should I go to Peoria first, perform, then go over to Omaha? In Peoria I will get 3 plus 2 times 2, 7, 17. Those are far too expensive for me. That's not good. Okay, can I get from Peoria to Indianapolis? Yeah, obviously can. I could also get to Cincinnati. Oh my god! Everything's fallen apart. So let's just do some basic transit and move over to Omaha. Take that counter. That's 10 money. Nice. Okay, let's refill the board. In Detroit, there's gonna be another performance opportunity. Oh, that's good. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's better than the one in Peoria, isn't it? I would get 12 money out of it. Can I pay all of my stuff with 12 money? I've got 9, 18 plus 4, 22. I could. That's pretty good. Just do that then. So, let's advance the calendar. Oh, there's going to be an event soon. And fast transit over to Detroit. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't need the 5th one. And yeah, that's with that. So the first event arrives at the end of April, and it's gonna be Sick Animals. Starting with the first player, each player may return 2 horse talent counters to the talent bank for 1 big cat's talent counter from the talent bank, or vice versa. I don't know what that has to do with Sick Animals, but yeah, I don't have either of those, so nothing happens. But maybe you have some, so keep that in mind. Okay, apart from that, nothing happens, so we're in May. And the hold card is just as good as the basic transit card, so I mean the other way around. The basic transit card is at least as good as the hold card, so I guess I'm gonna play the hold card and perform in Detroit. I've got famous acrobats, so that's 5 times 2 is 10, plus 2 is 12. So I'm gonna go from 10 to 22. And this one's cleared. Okay, that was that action, so let's just refill the board. Wait, another marker in Louisville, Kentucky. That shouldn't be that far from me, should it be? Yeah, it's right there beyond Indianapolis. And it's a bankrupt circus, providing us with acrobats, don't need those, and some freaks. That's probably not nice to say. Okay, and advance the calendar. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna play the wages in transit card now. I've got 22. All of my talent counters together cost a total of 22. So I could go to Indianapolis. On the other hand, I could go to Cincinnati and perform there for a total of 6, 8 points. 8 money. Then again, what do we have over there? The one in New Haven? Nah, In New York, nah. What's the ones that need clowns and acrobats? That would be great. So those would be 7 for 2 cards. Or I could just go to Indianapolis and get 5 for that 1 card. So yeah, we're gonna do wages in transit. Move up to 2 cities. I'm gonna go over to Indianapolis. And I'm not exactly sure whether I have to pay first or take the counter first. I guess I have to pay first. It doesn't really matter in this instance. So those clowns and acrobats take all of my money, and then I'm gonna take this counter for 5. And now let's refill the board. We've got another opportunity in Chicago. And it's another 2 points. That's convenient. Let's advance the calendar, and I guess I'm gonna take it. 2 points is 10 money, so yeah, up to 15. And there's something going on in Rochester. If it were British, it would probably be Rooster or something like that. Another opportunity to perform, but once again, not clowns and what are they called? Acrobats at the same time. So that's not cool. I guess I'm gonna need something other than those that I already have. I could get some cats in Columbus. Who's interested in cats? Fine folks in New York are, but apart from them, nobody. Freaks seem to be a bit in demand. Horses. Everybody likes horses. Nah, not really. Guess I'm gonna use my rapid transit to go over to Columbus. Get some of those cats. They're pretty expensive. Wages of 24. Oh well, what can you do? Okay, I'll pick up all of my cards once again, and where did I want to go? Did I want it to go? New York, right? I can't move 3 and perform. I can't. So yeah, that was the 8th card, so we should be in this round now. Well, if I stay here and hire for a second, I guess new stuff's gonna pop up sooner or later. Well, it can't hurt to take the clown too. It creates new opportunities, but he's gonna cost me $2 in wages, but I guess I'm gonna take him. Don't need to roll for reputation because I'm such an honorable person and everybody loves me. Also, I've got a pretty high reputation in this game. But that's beside the point. Okay, let's just replenish the board. I'm not sure in which order this happens now, but there's something going on in Buffalo, and it's a chance to perform. And one where they want cats. That's great. And now let's draw an event card. It's Poor Health Plagues Freaks. Each player must pay $5 per freak's talent counter in their circus or return the counter to the talent bank. Good thing I didn't go for freaks. And the calendar advances, and our first 2 yellow opportunities are in Richmond. I don't know. Richmond. So, some freaks, some clowns, and some more cats up here in Richmond. Virginia? I don't know. And then in Pittsburgh, we've got... oh, this looks like a nice opportunity. Should probably go to Pittsburgh and perform there. Wasn't there that one card, move 1 and perform? No, it was move 2 and perform, right? Yep. Oh well. I'd get $22. That's not even enough to pay my stupid wildcat thing there. But what can you do? From there I could go to New York and get another few dollars if I use the overnight transit then. Yeah, Peoria is completely worthless. So I guess I'm gonna go to Pittsburgh now. With which card? I guess a basic transit. But if I use a basic transit now, I have really few ways to perform afterwards. I can't pay all of these now. It'd be kind of stupid to use the fast transit. Oh, well, I guess I'm gonna just do it the other way around. Rapid transit to New York. 1, 2, 3. Great. Next week. Basic transit and perform in New York. 3 points, plus I've got famous clowns, that's another 4, 7, and I've got wildcats, that's 17. Cool. 22, 32. The date advances. It doesn't yet. No, we've got another vacancy to fill. St. Louis. They want human cannonballs. Oh, and clowns and acrobats at the same time. Isn't that nice? Okay, now the calendar advances, and I'm gonna do a overnight transit to move back to Pittsburgh and perform in Pittsburgh at the same time. So got enough acrobats to be famous for those. I've also got some cats, so that's 20 plus 2, 22. So we're at 54. Suddenly things work out. And something happens in Duluth, Minnesota? Looks like it. Another opportunity to perform up here. That's a bit outside of my comfort zone. Okay, another event is gonna happen in a second. So I could go to St. Louis for another 23, which probably isn't the worst idea. But if I do, I won't get back to Canada to rest. Then again, I really don't need to rest in Canada anymore. My reputation is at the maximum, and yeah, I've got 3 acrobats, I've got 3 clowns. I really don't want any more of those. So, fast transit it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not gonna do the 5th one. And an event is gonna happen, and it's gonna be talent exchange. At the end of each turn this month, starting with the first player, each player may exchange any one talent counter in their circus for any one other talent counter available in the talent bank. This month only. That's absolutely awesome. Yeah, it is. I can turn my acrobats into anything else. What the heck? That's great. So, I guess I'm not gonna perform in St. Louis yet, because I'm gonna rest, do absolutely nothing, and at the end of my turn, take one of those acrobats and turn them into a human cannonball, as you do. Time advances. And now I'm gonna use the basic transit to perform. I've suddenly got a human cannonball. I still got famous acrobats because of Ringmaster Ronald. I've got famous clowns. Got a... Oh, they're not interested in tigers. I've got a human cannonball, so that's 10, 20, 35, 38. And we're at 54, so that's 92. And that one's cleared. And I guess I'm gonna use that again in order to turn those other acrobats into horses? That sounds really wrong, but yeah, why not diversify? Oh yeah, and before I do that, no, I think after I do that, something new happens. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, yeah, right. Madison, Wisconsin. An opportunity to perform. They are really not that interested in human cannonballs for some reason. Did I advance the calendar already? I probably didn't. Should be at the 16th space now. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15, 16. So, looks like I need to pay my people. I can move 2, and it doesn't really matter where, so I guess I'm gonna go to Cincinnati because I can get Smuggler Sam for free. Maybe I can perform there the round after. So yeah, Cincinnati. I don't need to roll because I'm awesome. And do I have to use a higher action to use Smuggler Sam? Receive a talent counter with higher action. Yeah. So he's absolutely useless to me. Except for if I lose some reputation. Okay, I need to pay my people, so that's 12, another 12, another 12, 24, 27, 30 times 2, 60. Oh, it's pretty expensive. Back to 32. And I get to pick up all of my cards, and it's the next turn. Okay, if I perform in Cincinnati, I get 10, 16, 18. That's not much. Huh. On the other hand, where could I go? Buffalo? Nah. Guess I should stay there, bide my time, wait for something better to show up and make some money on the side in the meantime. So yeah, we're gonna perform. 6, 16, 18. That's pretty lame, but we're up to 50 again. So I've got almost enough to pay my guys once more. And that one's done. And something new happens in Cleveland, Ohio. They like elephants there, I guess. Huh, it's nearby. Could go there, perform for 6, 21, 23. Got the perfect card for it. Overnight transit. Yeah. Let's just go to Cleveland and perform there. Yeah. 15, 21, 23. So we're at 73. And replenish. Albany, New York. Oh, those guys really like clowns. I should probably go there. That looks absolutely awesome. An event happens, so the talent exchange is done. And topsy-turvy, starting with the first player. Each player in clockwise order must take all local news or talent counters located in any one city and move them all to one other city that is currently empty. They cannot be placed in a city just vacated due to this card. Cannot be played on a city containing a 2-week performance counter. Ah, well. What does empty mean? Does empty mean I can't be there? Would be crazy if I could move the Albany counter to Cleveland now, would it? Yeah, I guess I don't have time to look that up now, so if you're in the same position, feel free to do as well. But yeah, they want a spectacular performance in Cleveland, except for instead of Albany now. So I'm gonna give it to them. And some new stuff is gonna happen because a new month begins, and now 12 counters can populate the map. So we've got something happening in St. Paul, and it's just 3 points. That's great. I would use this. I would take this. That's what I meant. And in Milwaukee, we've got a 2 weeks performance. That is quite something. I should probably go there. 2-week performances kind of suck. Because, yeah. Am I going to be able to pull this off? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I could if I was in Milwaukee back then. But I don't have the right cards. Or if I do it now. But yeah, that one in Cleveland is too good to pass up on. So yeah, I'm gonna use a basic transit and perform in Cleveland. So I've got famous clowns, that's 20, 23 for the base value. I've got some horses, so that's 30, 45 for the cats, and 53 for the human cannonball. So 76 plus 50 is 126. Here again. And this one's done. And something new happens in Philadelphia. And it's the following 2 weeks performance. That is probably even better than the one in Milwaukee. It kind of is. So yeah, who needs Milwaukee? Okay, I've got one other opportunity to perform. So I want these 3 points in St. Paul. How far is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5! That's exactly what I can do with the fast transit. What would I do afterwards? Was a 1 week performance that I could do that would be useful. Maybe something happens when I'm in St. Paul. Maybe something happens that cancels the performance in Philadelphia. That would be stupid. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna use fast transit to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to St. Paul. Pick that up for $15, so we're at 41. Just need to reshuffle the location cards. Give me a second. Please don't come up Milwaukee and Philadelphia. That would be terrible. Well, maybe it would be supplanted by something even better. Probably not. And Cincinnati. That's okay, I guess. Something happening in Cincinnati? Where is Cincinnati? There. In Cincinnati, the following transpires. 2 points. Okay, then. Oh, well, I could go there and pick those up. But could stop in Peoria and get a total of 9 points. Is that worth it? Probably not. What else am I gonna do? So yeah, wages and transit. Did I move the calendar forward? I probably didn't. This should be number 21. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 21. Sorry, I said this would happen. So, wages in transit. 1, 2. And I have to pay my wages. And it's still 12, 24, 30, 60. So back to 81. Time advances. I'm gonna perform in Peoria. Those people have waited so long. And it's not a great performance. Yeah, we're gonna get 7. Oh well. What can I do? Something new happens in Des Moines. Oh, that's right around the corner. It's it's okay. It's a 1 week performance. Maybe I can do it after I'm finished in Philadelphia. Probably not. Did I advance the calendar? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 21, 22. Nope, I didn't. Once again. Okay. I've got 5 more rounds. I need to play these 2 cards and they suck. So after these, I've got 3 more. I can do Philadelphia if I want to take those points in Cincinnati. Then again, maybe this Des Moines is better than those 2. Can I achieve that? I could go over there now. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, not gonna happen. Nah, it sucks, but I guess Cincinnati and Philadelphia is the way to go. So rapid transit. Chicago, Indianapolis, Cincinnati. 2 points, that's 10 coins. And something new happens in New York. Whew, lucked out. Whatever, not gonna do it. And the final event for the game is Elephants Don't Speak English. All players owning elephants must immediately pay $10 to get a language appropriate trainer or lose 1 elephant to the talent bag. I've been incredibly lucky with these stupid events because I only got once. There only once came up that did in fact help me, so that's great. Okay, so I'm gonna rest for a while because why not? And now, Philadelphia is the way to go. Fast transit. 1, 2, 3. Next week. Perform! And I need to perform for 2 weeks in a row. But I just can't put this stupid thing on my train. Ah, there it goes. It's probably barely visible on the camera. And the final turn. It's another perform high. And oh boy, do I get money. So we've got 15 plus 10, 25 plus 20, 45 plus 25, 70 plus 20, 90. So that's 188. And that's it. I'm not exactly sure what happens if I haven't played the end of game wages. At the end of the game you must first pay your complete wages, costs 1 last time. You're not allowed to voluntarily red light any tunnel counters at this time. In other words, if you can pay for them, you must. So, guess I'm gonna have to pay another 60 bucks. So I'm at 128. Minor defeat! You have failed to create a successful circus, and within the year you are forced into a bankruptcy. Your circus train venture is over, but perhaps you will have success in another field of business. That's really uplifting. Thank you, Mr. Decker. And what about you? So yeah, well, just after finishing the game I noticed that I had completely forgotten the rule where you get bonus points from all of your previous performances. So I guess my score was a bit higher and I actually have no idea how high. I guess I need to rewatch the material to figure it out. And yeah, you can read about my actual score on the link below where the actual challenge is gonna be posted. Next week's game is gonna be Century Spice Road. If you want to see that, just check back then. And as always, thanks for watching and see you soon.